I intend to keep this video short simply because of the topic. It's a pretty simple topic and I just want to get this across. I do as well apologize for the fact that I haven't uploaded like I usually do. I've been so incredibly busy, so it's been really tough. So I want to bring you to this article. This is from Vatican News, and apparently Pope at audience says, "World must heed cries of migrants dying in deserts and seas." Alright, at the weekly general audience, Pope Francis decries indifference in the face of migrants who die crossing deserts and seas in search of a better life, and calls for a global system of governance based on justice and solidarity. Is he calling for a one world government? Is that it? Alright. Pope Francis set aside his catechesis, it's like a lecturing, I think, series on the Holy Spirit at the Wednesday general audience. He focused instead on drawing attention to the plight faced by migrants who brave daunting odds in search of a better place where they can live in peace and security. If they're fleeing war, I can get that, right? But they're not fleeing war. They're not fleeing war at all. They come from peaceful places. They're just not secure places. But they bring their unsecure manners to our place. So that's interesting. Sea and desert were the two words that the Pope highlighted, saying they recur often in the words of migrants and those who seek to help them. With these words, he sought to include all the physical barriers and dangers that migrants must cross along their journey. How come we can't help them in their own countries? How come they have to cross a very dangerous sea or simply deserts to get here? How come we cannot help them in their own countries? We've sent them billions or trillions of aid and it hasn't done anything, right? So it is very interesting that he says this. I want to show this video where he says this. We must say it clearly. There are those who work systematically and with every means to reject migrants, and this, when done with conscience and responsibility, is a grave sin. I'm not gonna play the entire video because it's not speaking a language that you could probably understand. So I want to bring you to this. This is the wall of the Vatican. So I want to bring you to this post. This is from Vice 24. The head of the Vatican, a city-state which is completely surrounded by a wall, warns other countries that it is a grave sin to reject migrants. So he can live in his ivory tower telling you that rejecting all of these people that you really don't want is a grave sin. Yet he's not going to ever be affected by this because he lives like he does in a walled city. So here you can see it. It is a pretty big wall, and it keeps all the unwanted peasants out of his own city. Pope Francis warns that it is a grave sin to reject migrants, reminded that Pope Francis is the head of the Vatican, a city-state which is completely surrounded by a wall. Like, am I wrong? The guy even has a bulletproof limousine when he goes around to, I don't even know, quite sure what he does, but he's just, waving at people and stuff. He is always going to be safe. The people around this city, the city-state of the Vatican, are however not going to be in the same secure state of affairs, right? The Pope is always going to be the safest man in the whole of Italy, probably. So I just want to leave it there, honestly. I think I've said enough. So yeah, do like, subscribe and share this. It does definitely help me. And I'll see you in the next video, hopefully coming up tomorrow. I will make sure that it happens tomorrow, hopefully. See you there.